Works. Yo. Let's see if this works in my life. I don't even know. Let's see if this works in my life. Yo. Let's see. Yo. If this in my life works in my life. We're trying something different here. I don't even know. I don't know if I'm live or not. We're trying restream. Let's see. We're trying restream here. I don't know if I'm live or not. Works. If I'm live, tell me. Live. Chatting. Oh, okay. Yo. Jonathan in the building. Jonathan in the building from YouTube. I'm going to get off the countdown screen. Yo, if this in my live works. How we feeling? In my life. We're trying something different here. I don't even know. What up, I don't Jonathan? Know if I'm live or not. We're trying restream. Let's see. We're trying restream here. I don't know if I'm live or not. Works. If I'm in the building, tell me. Live. What up? Chatting. Oh, okay. Yo. Jonathan in the building. How you feeling? Jonathan in the building from YouTube. I'm going to get off the countdown screen. Yo, if this in my live works. How we feeling? In my life. We're trying something different here. I don't even know. So we got Jonathan. I don't know if I'm live or not. We're trying restream. Let's see. We're trying restream here. I don't know if I'm live or not. Pink in the building. If I'm in the building. I'm doing well, Cynthia. You know, it is a... What up? Chatting. Oh, okay. Jonathin in the building. How you feeling? Jonathan in the building from YouTube. I'm going to get off the countdown screen. Yo, this in my live works. Audio good? How we feeling? In my life. Audio trying something different here. Let me know in the chat. So we got Jonathan. I don't know if I'm live or not. Pink in the building. If I'm in the building. I'm doing well, Cynthia. You know, it is a... What up? Chatting. Oh, okay. Yo. Jonathan in the building. There's an echo. Jonathan in the building from YouTube. I'm going to get off the countdown screen. Yo, this in my live works. How we feeling? In my life. I'm trying something different here. Let me know in the chat. Hold on. So we got Jonathan. I don't know if I'm live or not. Do you hear echo now? Pink in the building. If I'm in the building. I'm doing well. Is there an echo now? What up? Chatting. Oh. Is there an echo now? Do you hear an echo now? Do you hear an echo now? Check, check. Do you hear an echo now? 1 2 1 2. Do you hear an echo now? Let me know. Trying this on Restream. Something new. Do you hear an echo now? Cynthia, Jonathan, YouTube in the building. No echo? All right. Let's get right into it. Listen, what's going on with the Cleveland Browns, ladies and gentlemen? I need you to let me know. No more echo. Good. We're going to jump right into it. The Browns are a hot mess of jambalaya, and we're going to talk about it. What up? What up, Cody? Dog check in the building. Dog check! Shout out YouTube. Shout out Facebook if you're here. I don't know. If Facebook is here, check in. But we're going to talk about the Cleveland Browns and why they are a hot, steamy mess. And it's going to start with Shedeur Sanders and Kevin Stefanski and the whole wristband scandal. They like to call it Wristgate. 61 years of being a Browns fan. The Browns are browning. It's about Wristgate. Is it sabotage? Is it not sabotage? I'm going to start right now. I don't think it's sabotage. Facebook in the building. What up, Joshua? We got a Facebook member in here. All right. This thing works. This thing works called Restream. Here we go, Facebook. I don't think it's sabotage, okay? I'm just going to start off with that. I don't think you are going to sabotage your players on purpose. That's me. Now, I will say this. The Cleveland Browns is the only organization in the history of sports that somehow, some way, their quarterback walks out onto the field and their wristband has the wrong plays on them. Somehow it fell out and nobody's seen it. It's kind of weird. I've heard of headset malfunction. I've heard of technology, and they have to do signs to get the plays in. I have never heard in my entire life of watching football someone play sheet be incorrect after the first series. That is the first thing for me. I would say it is only the Cleveland Browns would this happen. So I'm not going to say it's sabotage, but I will say this looks absolutely pathetic for the Cleveland Browns. And another reason why they have to blow this things up when it comes to Kevin Stefanski and all the coaching staff at the end of the season. I don't care what happens after the season's over. I don't care if they have some type of miracle and they beat the Buffalo Bills, which is not going to happen, okay? You are smoking asphalt if you think they're beating the Buffalo Bills, okay? Give me what you're smoking. I'll take some. Really coming from the same coach that gave DG first team reps, but Shedeur was not included. But the backup QB both had theirs. Yes, but once he got the sheet, the Amy's were still incorrect. The Amy's? What's the Amy's? The Amy's? I think the Bears had it the way they played defense on them. They were unethical, dishonest, and corrupt, pulling a 13-hour shift today. Only 3.5 hours left. Let's go dog pound, baby. Can I get a dog check? You sure can. Dog check for you, my good friend. Dog check for you. Someone's not paying attention to the details. I have never heard this for any other organization. If you have, let me know. Chime in. Have you heard of any organization of this happening to? If you have, let me know the team so I can say, thank God it's happened to any other team. I don't think so. So is it a lack of attention to details? Is it just bad luck? Maybe it's bad luck for the Cleveland Browns. Maybe, just maybe, Shedeur is just so good that his play sheet fell off his wristband and nobody's seen it. The Chicago is known as the Windy City. The wind blew it away and a pigeon just took the sheet and flew out of here and nobody's seen it. Maybe that happened too. It could have happened. A pigeon flew away with the sheet and no one's seen it. That could happen. But if Kevin Stefanski could have just answered the question after the game, maybe nobody would think it's sabotage, okay? When you ask Kevin Stefanski right after a game, he never has an answer. He talks in circles. He talks in riddles. We just got to play better. It's on me. Everyone has to be better, and we're going to fix it come Monday. But we asked you about the play sheet. You know, I don't know about the play sheet right now. We'll have to look into these things. These are the things he says when you ask him a direct question. Cleveland has somehow, should their business practice? No, but probably the Giants. The Browns are anti-winning. No one has, even the commentators on live TV were just baffled. Absolutely not in the NFL. Kevin has shown how he feels for Shedeur and his incompetence? Incompetence? Family, what up? Chicago is the Windy City. Cleveland is the winless city. That's just mean. But Kevin Stefanski, and I quote, I have it here on my phone. I took a snapshot. I swear I did. He did have answers for wristgate. And I quote, the wristband was fine for the first drive. At some point after the first drive, one of the cards must have fallen out Shedeur's wristband. So when he went to the panel to look for it, it wasn't there. Bailey Zappi and Dylan Gabriel have wristbands on the sideline too. So Shedeur was able to swap out and grab their wristband. So maybe, just maybe, these are the things that happen in the NFL. And Cleveland is the first team ever to have it happen during the game. But lucky, just lucky, Billy Zappi and Dalen, who is Dalen? Dillon Gabriel were there to back up Shedeur Sanders and get the wristband corrected. We don't believe him. He who laughs is dumb. What up, Blues? To play a good QB, he played a leprechaun. Now, that's just mean. We don't have to go name calling on Dillon Gabriel. It's very, very mean. So, like I said, I don't think it's sabotage when it comes to Shedeur Sanders. Now, I may be in the minority who doesn't believe it is, and that's fine. We all are to our opinions. But I do think it puts a bad light on the organization, how bad we look. It looks terrible. Now let's talk about Shedeur Sanders. Let's talk about Shedeur. How do you guys feel about Shedeur Sanders after Sunday? How do you feel? Let me know in the chat. Give me your honest feelings. Take it from a non-biased stance. If you are a Shedeur hater, take the glasses off. And if you're a Shedeur lover, take the glasses off and look at the totality of the football game. How do you feel about Shedeur Sanders after Sunday? It was his worst game stat-wise. After Sunday, of his 3 starts, it was his worst game. How do you feel going forward? If you were on the bus, are you off the bus now? Or are you still here? Let me know in the chat. How do you feel after Sunday's beatdown, 31-3? The comments are flying in from YouTube. Facebook, Scotty, how you doing? Give Mama Kissing a hug from us all. Thank you, TR223. Sazzy, who was his girlfriend. You talking about Dillon there? Maybe Dillon took it. This is not what he said after the game. He changed the story again the next day. That was the next day is what I was reading, M. Parker. After the game, you know how he just talks in circles, in general circles. It may not be sabotage. They look wholly incompetent. Exactly, Scotty from Facebook. The second Facebook comment I see. Welcome, Facebook. If you're here, make a comment from Facebook. If you're here. Jonathan, YouTube. I think Kevin is sabotaging Sanders. Kevin is married to Tim McCarver's daughter. Dion threw a bucket of water on McCarver during a post-game interview. I think it's all retaliation for that incident. Wow. He has 0 report. He needs more rep, needs help. Stefanski don't care how bad it looks. Teammates gave up. Get out of Cleveland. And now we're going too far with the get out of Cleveland because I am a Cleveland Browns fan. I will not take that sentiment. I am a Browns fan. And when the people say that, they act like any other team drafted Shedeur. That's where I give back on that. They want him to get out of Cleveland, but no other team drafted him. That's where I give pushback on that. Get out of Cleveland. They hate you. Well, every other team hated him too. That's where I give pushback. No other team drafted him. So when they say that, I understand, he was throwing to equipment people. He was throwing to the guy that mowed the lawn. He was throwing to kids fresh out of gym class, but no other team even drafted him. So I hate that sentiment. Free him. To who? Nobody else drafted him. So that one, you could take that and go down the railroad and open a train door. I hate that sentiment. Give Shedeur an O-line with receivers, and it's good. He's still here. Live, live by hype, die by hype. Let him mature in his own time. He's not great, but he might be. Needs more reps with his O-line. He needs help. Typical rookie up and down. He's got a lot of potential, needs more in-game experience, but overall, I think he has promise. He did okay. However, too many penalties screwed the game. Also, A lot of his teammates were hurt and didn't play. Thank you, JV Praise. A lot of people are not bringing that up. I see a lot of people are saying the same thing. Needs more help. He's a rookie. Judy sucks. Judy needs out. He sucks. 13 drop balls. Cannot trust him. At my basketball game, still tapping in. What's good, Dark Crystal? Shedeur still hasn't practiced or played with the first team. Stefanski just made practice squad. He has played with the first team in practice. That's a lie. Listen, I'm all for the hate on Kevin Stefanski, but we have to come with facts. He's not starting and practicing with the practice squad. He is practicing with the first team now. It took long enough, but he is practicing with the first team. Okay? We can't say things like that. He is practicing with the first team. Baltimore and the Eagles would have drafted him, but they didn't. They did not. They had 5 chances, and they didn't. Would have, could have, should have. Would have, could have, should have. But they didn't. They could have. They would have. They had 4 rounds to do it. What are we talking about? They had 4 rounds. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Ain't that 4 in Spanish? Yeah. They had 4 rounds to do it. Yeah, they would have. Listen, I could have been an NBA star, but I'm not. I would have asked Beyonce out on a date, but I didn't. They would have, could have, should have, but they did. They had 4 chances to do it. Oh, they would have did it in the 6th round if Cleveland didn't draft him. Sure. Okay, maybe they would have. Good, but they did not. Cleveland did it in the 5th round. If Cleveland didn't draft him, Philly was right up next. Maybe they would have, but they didn't. They did not do it. They had 4 rounds and they did it. And Cleveland did it in the 5th round. Maybe Baltimore would have in the 6th round or the 7th. But here we go. Listen, here's what people are missing. Yes, he had a bad game in Chicago. Chicago's a playoff team, ladies and gentlemen. Do you see the roster that Shedeur Sanders is playing with right now? And this is what people are not talking about. The roster that is constructed in Cleveland right now. The roster that is constructed in Cleveland right now, nobody talks about. Jerry Jeudy is your best receiver. And we've seen Jerry Jeudy. He is not a number 1. He's barely a number 2. Barely. That's borderline. Their second best receiver is Isaiah Bond. No disrespect to Isaiah Bond, but if he's your number 2, that's a problem when you're playing playoff teams like Chicago, okay? In the NFC North, Isaiah Bond's your second best receiver. You could say he's your best receiver. And let's not talk about the offensive line. They're made up of duct tape, glue paper, pickup sticks, old bubble gum. It's a backup line that is in the football game going against a playoff team's starters. But that's not what people are talking about. He had a bad game, and people are ready to just get rid of him. He's no good. Oh, my God. I'm like, really? This is what we're talking about? He had a bad game against a playoff team when his roster is constructed of borderline second string players. So am I off the Shedeur bus? No. I may be the driver at this point, but that's just me. Let's see here. After the Ravens game, Stefanski benched the pro line. After the Raider game, he benched the third O-line. The Titans game was 4 practice O-linemen. God sent Shedeur to Cleveland. It was his destiny to clean up the place and give the Browns swag. Watch and see what he'll do. All right. His first time dealing with the Bears defense, who is good at tripping up rookies and turning the ball around. That is true. They are leading the league, I believe, in getting turnovers. Jerry will come back strong. They will surprise many real soon. All right. Right. At the 5th. I see a lot of YouTube in here. I've seen a couple Facebook. Just Scotty. All right. YouTube is taking over Restream. Hopefully I'm not missing nothing here. Hopefully Restream is showing all the comments. It's the first time on Restream, by the way. Checking it out. It's showing me who is where and who is commenting from. If it's your first time making a comment, let me know in the chat. If it's your first time making a comment, let me know in the chat. Hit the like if you haven't. On the platform that you're on. What I like about Shedeur is a fighter. I think he'll take this loss and learn from it. I will give Shedeur this. He did. Not Shedeur, I'm sorry. Kevin Stefanski. The one time, I will say this. He actually stuck up for Shedeur in the post-game conference. I said, oh my goodness. Is my ears working today? He took up for him and said he gave up fight. I'm paraphrasing. He did some positive things. And he was sticking up for Shedeur even though he didn't have the greatest game. I was shocked. I couldn't believe what I heard. So I will give him that. Shedeur had a terrible game. It happens. Let's see how he learns from this versus the Bills. I'm going to tell you this. 3 weeks after Shedeur started the whole first bench, only Judy and the 75 field. Fire Stefanski. All right. I'm going to tell you who needs to be fired. Jerry Jeudy. This guy. Jerry Jeudy. I don't know if there's a further fall off from grace than Jerry Jeudy. From last year to this year. What happened to Jerry Jeudy? I need somebody to help me. What happened to Jerry Jeudy? What up, Steve? How are you doing today, sir? Tell Barb I said hello. DG and Sanders have the same amount of wins. Just a guy. Shedeur has a cool spirit about him. He is misunderstood, but those who are touched by him speak otherwise. JJ played himself, just ignorant and immature. Okay. All right. Steve Smith did say he was just a guy. Jerry Jeudy last year, especially in that Denver game, you knew when he lit it up with Jameis Winston. When he did that, I was like, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, we have found something in Jerry Jeudy. Boy, was I hoodwinked and bamboozled. This guy got nothing. It's like whatever they do, they can't let what happened to the comment? It's like whatever they do, they can't let Shedeur get first team reps and play with first. He gets first team reps. What are we talking? Why does everybody keep saying that? He gets first team reps. Now, his offensive line is just done. They're all hurt, but he gets first team reps. Why does everybody keep saying that? He gets first team reps. Now his line is bamboozled and they're all second string now, but he gets first team reps. Now, if you think they're first team caliber players, that's a conversation we can have. If you don't think they're first team caliber players, like a Jerry Jeudy, cough, cough. Do I think Kevin has lost the locker room? I don't think so. I don't. I don't think he's lost the locker room. In my humble opinion. I don't think he has lost the locker room. Now, I do think if for some reason, especially after Shedeur he had the game against Oakland. Big Dollar C with the $10 super chat. My guy, my bro, my brother. He's literally my brother. Appreciate you.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk.
Thank you, my good sir. I appreciate you. I better not see any deep. Jix, what up? I better not see any defensive players. Jix, what happened to your comment? It went away. I better not see any defensive players get drafted next year unless it's a safety or a corner. Jix, listen, bro. It better be all offense, linemen and receivers. That's all I want to see next year. Linemen and receivers. I am so with you on that. Linemen, receivers. That's all we need. That's it. Nothing else. I'm so with you. Jerry got the case of small fish in the big pond. If you move practice team to the first, that's a real first team rep. That's what I'm saying. If you move practice team to the first, is that a real? Jerry Jeudy didn't go from the practice team to the first team. Jerry Jeudy has always been a starter. First team rep. Joe Bitonio has always been a starter. First team rep. Wyatt Teller has been a starter. First team rep when he was playing. First team rep. Harold Fannin, first team rep. David Njoku, first team rep. Do I need to keep going? Listen, you can love Shedeur Sanders, but you don't have to make up stuff at the same time. Yes, some of the players he's playing with now are second string due to injuries. But when he first got the starting job, he got first team reps with the first team. We cannot, listen, you can like a player, but don't make things up. He has got first team reps with first team players. Now, if you don't believe Jerry Jeudy's the first teamer, cool. I don't like Jerry Jeudy. I think he's terrible. I think he sucks. I think you shouldn't argue. Now, he's better than me, 10 times better than me. But I don't think you should argue with your rookie quarterback on the sideline, especially when you have, in the middle of a play, went to a Chris Brown concert and then fumbled the ball. That's it. All right, look, Thomas, I'm done reading your comments. Listen, I guess you are in Shedeur Sanders' handbag, okay? You're in his handbag. Harold Fannin is not a starter to Mr. Thomas. He's not a starter. Harold Fannin is not a starter. Neither is David Njoku, and neither is Jerry Jeudy. They're all second-team players. They are. To Mr. Thomas, nobody is a starter when it comes to Shedeur Sanders. He's the only person where David Njoku and Harold Fannin and Joe Bitonio and Wyatt Teller, they're backup players. Good grief. Lord Jesus, help me. Psalm 645. Mere God, dear, help me. I don't even know if that is a scripture in the Bible. Jerry got the case of I can't believe I'm an NFL number one receiver. Listen, I do believe that. But instead of, besides Shedeur Sanders, his best teammate, Myles Garrett, do you think he is going to break the sack record come Sunday against Buffalo? He needs 1.5 sacks to break the record. Chime in. Will he do it? Woosah Corey. Listen. I understand being a fan of a player, but being in their handbag is a little ridiculous to me. What up, Django? Thank you for the $10. We're on Restream, Django. I'm streaming on Facebook and YouTube, but it's still all YouTube in here. There's been a couple of Facebook comments, but I'm still seeing all YouTube in the building right now. Appreciate you so much, my guy. Thank you so much. If you're on Facebook, make a comment. Let me know you're here. I don't know if I'm on Twitter or anything. I think I did Twitter. I don't know. But if you're on here, let me know. Garrett emoji in the building. Appreciate you, Steve. How many of those players that are first string are playing now? No, they're not playing now. But the comment was he's never took first team reps. That's a lie. He has. Now, I can't help that people get injured. What do you want me to do about that? But to say he's never taken first team reps is a lie. Now, we can't help who gets hurt. Now they're first team. Shedeur Sanders wasn't first team. Now he is. That's how the NFL works. Now they're first team. They're starting. It is what it is. I don't think Jerry Jeudy is the first teamer anymore, but he was at the beginning of the year. Do we need better players? Yes. That's what the draft is for. Well, let's see what we do. You don't know about Miles? What up, Scott? They're all NFL players. Shedeur's got to be a better game manager. If he doesn't, he'll come close. Nothing but love, Corey. Listen, you're right. You're right. They're all backups. They're all 8th string players. I mean, they're middle school players at this point. He's throwing to 10-year-olds. I don't know why they're on the field. He's throwing to 10-year-olds. The NFL put him out there with little Johnny who eats fruit roll-ups and drinks squeegees. I don't know how the heck he's even making receptions. Good Lord. Garrett should get it this week. It would be the most Browns thing for Watson to win a start. Jix, man, he just might. Jix, he just might, man. I wouldn't be shocked. Not a whole Chris Breezy concert. Hey, man. Did you see the play? He did a dead leg in the middle of the field. Okay, not the middle. Like towards the side. He did a dead leg for no reason. Watson isn't winning the job, Jix. We're getting PJ Walker. Oh, God, PJ Walker. It's the end of the season. This was expected. He's getting this opportunity. He just has to play better. There's no Psalm 645, but I hope the Browns stop bashing Mr. Stefanski or any other player. This doesn't help anyone. We need deliverance from not being uplifting. Sanders needs to take the check down. He plays too much hero ball when it's not needed. Just get 12 some help. Stop with the back and forth. Yes, we can agree with that. He needs more help. How do you get more help? The draft. Now, will they? That's the thing. If it was me and I was running this team, too bad I don't run this team. If I run this team, we're drafting all offense. If it was me, we're going with Shedeur Sanders next year, and we're seeing what it looks like because there's potential. If you can move the football with Isaiah Bond, Jerry Jeudy, Harold Fannin, who's a stud. I'm not putting him in this category of, players that are not, good. He's a stud. But Jerry Jeudy, Isaiah Bond, Gage Lavardian. What are we talking about? Gage Lavardian. Yes, that is a receiver we throw out there. And Cedric Tillman in a line that is just horrendous right now due to a ravage of injuries. What could we do if we actually had offensive talent that can go up against the good teams like the Bills, the Bears? When we run into good football teams, you're going to have bad games because your talent doesn't match up. That's the key here. The talent doesn't match up when you go to the good teams. And it shows. Gage Lavardian, man to man. I'm never playing zone defense. Beat me, please. Even Judkins can't run. No help on the line. Have you seen the difference between Judkins now and when he first started? When we had the starting line, Judkins got a little bit of blocking. He had holes to run through. Now the line, very good point, who said that. Now the line is depleted. They're making Judkins look normal because he has nowhere to go. Line receivers upgraded in the draft, run the offense, a whole off season where your quarterback gets reps with his offense. See what you can do. 17 games of consistency and reps. That's what the Browns should do this offseason. But is that what the Browns are going to do? Probably not. JJ's been inconsistent all year. 12 has no fear, but I'll be terrified to throw the ball to JJ. It looks like we got Jedrick Wills at LT and right tackle this season. You know what, Jix? I would take him right now than what we're getting. Browns are losing out rest of the game so they can optimize draft picks. Nothing wrong. No. There is something wrong with that. You know why? You want to win football games. You want to give belief to fans, number one, and belief in your players. You don't want to keep going out there and losing. Losing sucks. You practice all week to lose. You want to try and win these football games. You beat a Bills team this Sunday. The confidence it gives your players. Super Bowl contenders. No QB could win what they have now. Fire Bubba. The special team's atrocious. You know JS knows someone is taking a punt or a kick return 50 yards once a game. Need to hire Louis Riddick as GM and let's revamp the team. Get rid of Judy. Anyone but Judy at this point. Judy doesn't want to be better. Get better. Man, Barry going to pick someone we're not really in need of. Watch. J-Bone, man, listen. You know what? Also why I don't want the Browns to lose out? Because it gives them a chance of getting the number one pick. And if the Browns get the number one pick, you can bank it. You can put it in the bank. They're going to draft the quarterback. And then we're going to be in this same cycle. No line, no receivers, another quarterback running for their freaking life. Rinse, repeat. Dear God, help us. The Browns are going to be on 30 for 30. If you want to change your franchise, pick me, says Shedeur. He's a hope dealer. The team sees something and they will donate. They will dominate sooner than later. I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. Looking at our years with Stefanski, we making playoffs, miss the next 2 years, go to the playoffs again. So playoffs next year. Listen, I'm tired of Stefanski, man. I think they'll play surprisingly tough the rest of the season. J-Bone, I hope not. Watson, Mendoza, Gabriel, and Sanders about to be crazy QB competition next summer. Speaking of the QB competition, I'm going to read you guys off some numbers real fast of some quarterbacks Sunday. I'm glad you brought that up. QB competition. Here are some numbers of some quarterbacks on Sunday. And everybody just wants to get on Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur, he's terrible. You know the haters. Shedeur, he was bad. Ha, ha, ha. I'm going to read you some numbers from Sunday. And I want you to guess who's the quarterback. We're going to go guess that quarterback. All right? Where did it go? Where did my numbers go? This is why I need a statistician. Okay. Guess that quarterback. 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, 5 sacks. This was not Shedeur Sanders. Can you guess who that quarterback was on Sunday? 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, 5 sacks. Can you guess that quarterback? I'll give you a second. He has a playbook that was figured out 4 years ago. I hope Kevin is tired of the media and the fans. Browns need to do everything from ownership down to janitors. Just clean house and start over. I still see YouTube taking over the restream. I've seen like 2 Facebook comments. I don't even know if Facebook is here. Joe Burrow. Close, but no, not Joe Burrow. It is another elite type quarterback. Not Joe Burrow. Not Baker. Good guesses. Not Joe. Think somebody even upper echelon. Mahomes. There it is, Jonathan. Patrick Mahomes. Come on down. 0 touchdown, 1 interception, and 5 sacks on Sunday was Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to give you another quarterback. That one was Patrick Mahomes. Can this test be multiple choice? It can. You're right. Let me give you a multiple choice. You're right. The first one was Patrick Mahomes. We'll give you multiple choice. Next quarterback, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 2 sacks. This quarterback, your choices. Your choices. Kenny Pickett. Baker Mayfield. Joe Burrow. Lamar Jackson. Who was it? 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 2 sacks. Kenny Pickett, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. I forget who my fourth one was. Who did I say? Or Baker Mayfield. Those are your 4 options. 0 TDs, 2 interceptions, 2 sacks. Kenny Pickett? No. It is Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow. Sunday, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 2 sacks. And then last but not least, I'm just going to tell you the last one. Kenny Pickett had 0 TDs, 1 interception, and 4 sacks. Here's my point. Shedeur Sanders had 0 TDs, 3 interceptions, 5 sacks. And 2 of those interceptions with less than 1 minute left. I'm sorry, 2 of those sacks with less than 1 minute left. Kenny Pickett was 69 yards. Yes. And here's my point. The only person people were talking about is Shedeur Sanders. His third start. Raiders, Bears, Titans. His third start. And everybody is talking about Shedeur Sanders. Oh my God, he's terrible. He's just worst quarterback I've ever seen in my life. Oh, legendary. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, 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 ha. Everybody's talking about Shedeur Sanders. Mahomes, Burrow, Pickett played like hot garbage. But everybody's quiet. Quiet as a church rat. Just quiet. Nobody has anything to say when it comes to them. But when it comes to Shedeur, everybody wants to yell from the rooftop with a microphone, not plugged in, so nobody hears them. Nobody wants to say anything when it comes to them. But when it comes to the Shedeur Sanders, everybody has an opinion. You want to make videos and dissect his film. Why? Why is that? You know what it is? It's one word. Hate. 4 letters. H-A-T-E. Is that 4? Yeah, it is 4. Thank God I can count. It's pathetic. And yes, who said that? Yes, poetically penned. Kenny Pickett is our former quarterback who was going to be the starter. What are we talking about here? We were about to start Kenny Pickett. What is Cleveland doing? Kenny Pickett. Are we kidding me? That was our starter? Who just said it? 26 for 69 yards last week. Kenny Pickett was 26. He had 69 yards. That's what we're doing, Marie. That's what we're doing. I can't take it seriously. So anybody, and when you see them on X, Facebook, Instagram, yapping about Shedeur, they're just yappity yap. You pull out this stat and you tell them, go paint blindfolded with a pencil. How does that work? I don't know. I know I missed some comments. Here on Restream, it's a little different. I still see all YouTube people in here. My YouTube people are strong. I don't see any Facebook at the moment. I don't know if Facebook's on here, but I am streaming on Facebook. I think and Twitter too. But YouTube is strong. He had a bad game. Right. How would you rate this rookie's QBs, this draft class? Tupac Shedeur, my guy Selmo. How are you doing? The reason why they're saying this about Shedeur is because they hate to see him succeed. In their eyes, he is arrogant. He's confident, right? If Shedeur played like Kenny Pickett, Shedeur will be locked out of the building. Locked out of the building? Boy, not locked out of the building. They'll try to get him sent out of the city. Preach, Corey. How you doing, Cheryl? Oh, they definitely hate the kid. 27 for 32 yards. That's what they're saying, talking foolishness. Oh, you're still here, Scott? Hey, Facebook's still in the building. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. What up, Mike? We're on Restream right now. You know, my first Restream stream. I appreciate y'all. The only thing about Restream is I can't see who my members are on YouTube. So I do apologize if I've missed any members on YouTube. It doesn't highlight it for me. But I'm trying to, I was trying to stream on multiple platforms and see how it works. So how do I rank the rookie quarterback? So if I was to give a fair assessment of rookie quarterbacks this year that I've watched, I haven't watched every snap. I haven't watched every single throw. AAA, you are so late. How are you doing? The top would have to be between Cam Ward and Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart's missed games because they've played a full body of work almost. I think it took Jackson Dart a couple of games to get in after Russell Wilson, but they have more of the resume and the body of work. So they're like de facto 1 and 2. And then after that, you got Tyler Show, you got Dylan Gabriel, and then you got Shedeur Sanders. And people are going to say I'm being a Shedeur homer here. I already know they're going to say it. You just love Shedeur. Dylan and Shedeur have won the same amount of games. And I haven't seen Tyler Show throw one game, okay? I haven't paid attention to him. I'm being honest. So, I would put Shedeur at number 3. Here's why. His circumstances, okay? His circumstances have to play into effect, right? He's the only rookie quarterback who was throwing to cheerleaders, okay? He was throwing to fans at the beginning of camp. He was in a 4-quarterback competition where one of them played last week, and probably one of us could have did just the same thing, all right? Yeah, take that. And then the other quarterback, Joe Flacco, he's on Cincinnati. He's not even on a team. And then the other quarterback got first-team reps from the beginning of time. So you got to look at the circumstances of why I'm putting Shedeur number 3. Now, they won the same amount of games. That is true. That is true. But we have to look at the dynamics, right? We can look at Dylan and we can look at Shedeur. I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. I just want to win. People have an agenda, not me. I want to win. Even in the wins and the losses, if you look of how the game is played, who gives you more hope? Shedeur or Dylan? If you take your fandom out of it, who gives you more hope? When you watch the football game, Dylan Gabriel, I will give you this. Dylan Gabriel can throw a curl route with the best of them. If I want a curl route, I'm picking Dylan Gabriel. But that's it. That is it. Shedeur has thrown more deep passes, I think, than any rookie combined this year. He stretches the field, okay? Him and Isaiah Bond, they already have a connection, and it's called Go Long. And it's 5G. They told me. They have 5G services on Go Long. They have that deep ball connection. Okay? They give me hope. That's why I would go with Shedeur. They've won the same amount of games. I get it. He's thrown more interceptions than Dylan. They'll throw that in my face. He's thrown more interceptions. How could you want that? Well, in my defense, Shedeur's defenders catch the football. They just catch the ball. For some reason, they don't drop Shedeur's interceptions. They make sure they turn into Randy Moss. When he throws interceptions, they turn into Randy Moss. When Dylan threw interceptions, they turned into William the Refrigerator Perry. They had no hands. They couldn't catch a soul. Why? I don't know. So in that aspect, give me Shedeur Sanders. He gives me more hope. The ball's going to go deep. Now, in fairness, would I like Shedeur sometimes just to take the check down? Yes, because sometimes it's there and he looks it off and he's looking for the bigger play. Sometimes you don't need the bigger play all the time. It's okay to check it down. But it comes with games. It comes with reps. Those are rookie mistakes. People are going to call me a homer. I just come with belief. It's the same thing with Baker Mayfield and Tyrod Taylor. Give me Baker Mayfield. He gave me more hope. He gave me more belief. Tyrod Taylor was more of a safer QB. I knew what I was going to get. If I want bologna sandwiches, it's going to fill me up. Yeah. But if I want to take a shot for the steak, can I afford it? I don't know. But I'm going to take a shot. Give me that quarterback. Did that analogy make sense? I have no clue, but I went for it. That's why I talked for a while there. Good gracious. What is going on? But there we go. That's it. But I know people are going to throw stats at me and all that great stuff. But I need somebody who is going to give me hope. Give me hope that the offense is going to be electric. Electrify me. That's what I'm looking for. Baker Mayfield. People think I don't like Baker. That is not true. His fans just get on my nerves sometimes. When he has a good game, they're in the comments letting me know. When he has a bad game, they're quiet. They don't say anything. They're hush. He gave me more hope than Tyrod Taylor. Same thing with Shedeur. He gives me more hope. The offense has a chance to be more electric. That's why I would want Shedeur over Dillon Gabriel from what I have seen from their sample sizes. But that's just me. All right. Has he thrown more touchdowns? I can look. Let's see at their stats. Let me look at their stats real quick. And then we're going to head out of here. Cleveland Browns. Let's look at their stats. Dillon might have him in touchdowns. I may believe, if I believe right. Let's see. No, Dillon has him in touchdowns. Dillon has 7 and Shedeur has 5. So Dillon has him in touchdowns. Dillon has 185 attempts. Shedeur has 138. Dillon has 110 completions, 185 attempts for 937 yards. Shedeur has 72 completions for 138 attempts for 946 yards. So if you do quick math, he has 47 less attempts and 9 more yards. He does have 4 more interceptions. That 3 interception game put his interceptions up. 2 less touchdowns. He has 5 less sacks. So what do you want your quarterback to be? That's up to you. What do you want your quarterback to be? Dillon does have 9 games. Shedeur has 5. So you got to take that into consideration too when you're looking at the comparison. So, but those are your stats. 9 games, 5 games, more yards for Shedeur, less attempts, more TDs for Dillon, less interceptions for Dillon, more reps for Dillon, less reps for Shedeur. So you just gotta, it depends on what you want kind of deal. To me, I'm a Cleveland fan. I want the quarterback that I think next year is going to give me more hope. That's what I'm looking for. And that's Shedeur. And not just because it rhymed. That's just what I believe as a Cleveland fan. Some are going to yell at me and say I'm a homer. I am a homer. I like Cleveland. And that's what I think. But we have 3 more games to sample for Shedeur Sanders. So we're going to see what happens. What does he look like against the Bills, the Steelers, and the Bengals? Dylan did have all the starters too. That's a good point. Whoever said that, that's a very good point. He had all the starters. The starting line, that also is a factor. But numbers don't tell you that, facts. Chat.
Acknowledge me.
Numbers don't tell you that. The encourager. Numbers don't tell you the whole story. And that's one thing you have to remember. The box score and the numbers are not going to tell you the story. You have to write the story. You can write the story to fit your own narrative, or you can just write the story to tell people the truth. It depends on what you want to do. All right. This is my first stream on Restream. Sorry about the echo at the beginning. I had no clue what I was doing, but I'm glad that it went away. There was mostly, I have the best sound effects. Thank you very much. So YouTube basically was all in here. One Facebook, my guy, thank you so much for being in here. I didn't see many Facebook. I didn't see any Twitter. So if I missed your comment, I do try to read the comments if it's your first time in here. It's hard to do, but I do appreciate you guys so much for coming in here. I am a Cleveland Browns fan first. If you're new, I just want to win. I want a winner. And I believe for the Browns to be able to win, they have to draft offensive weapons in the draft. Drafting a quarterback makes no sense, in my humble opinion. I think you give Shedeur 1 year with weapons, a fully loaded line, and see what happens. And we'll go from there. All right. So, if you're new, make sure you tune in Sunday. Watch party, 1 p.m. Browns versus Bills. I'm going to tell you right now, if you think right now that the Browns have a chance to beat the Bills, you give me your lottery numbers, because I'm playing. You won me over. I'm for the Browns now, and I'm a Saints fan. Appreciate you, TR. Corey, I'm here for the pound. Appreciate you, man. Well, as you can see, it wasn't a convincing stat, just not a comparison. So, yeah, that's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, Restream, YouTube, Scotty from Facebook. I appreciate you, Scotty, the only Facebook person who showed up. We'll see. Carolina's better than the Browns, Michael. They're in fighting for their division. They're fighting for their division. So we'll see what happens. Until next time, it's all love.